Hi. Um, I figured I should do like a what's it called? Like a Marvel roundup of like everything Marvel related that has like happened this week. Because this week has been wild and it's only Wednesday. Or like no, this past week has been wild. Because not only because we've got let me just like pull up some pictures of like how iconic this past week has been. I'm gonna share my screen. Mm, hello. Share. We'll go here. All right. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this because it's on the same tab. Hold on. Stop sharing. We're going to go to a different one. Sorry, I'm like really close. I'm just trying to type it in. Images. Okay. I feel like this will be better. That way it's not like Inception. Here we go. I can like see it with you guys. So like literally this TikTok right here, this was everything. Her announcing, "Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to." I love how like millennial coded Kathryn Hahn is. Cause what do you mean this is the way she announced she was gonna be Mother Gothel? What do you mean this is the way she announced she was gonna be Mother Gothel? Like she's literally perfect for Mother Gothel. Perfect. And like I feel like people are saying like there's no way she would have been Mother Gothel if it wasn't for her playing Agatha Harkness. And like yes, I can like 100% like attest to that. Like I don't think she would have been Mother Gothel if like she did not play Ca- m- Agatha Harkness. But regardless of that, she's still perfect casting for Mother Gothel. Literally perfect casting. And oh my god, you guys, I have been waiting to be Agatha Harkness for Halloween since Agatha came all along came out in 2024. Because in 2024, I was Wanda and I got to have like a 2.5 minute interaction with Agatha. And last year, I really wanted to be Agatha, but because of like, I didn't have a lot of money at the time, I was not able to buy the costume I wanted. So I had to be like Galinda, and because I already had the dress at home, I just needed to get like a hair clip, and I was good. That was my first Halloween costume. That was my Halloween costume I wore to school, and then with I had a Halloween event for my college that I was doing, and I was Lady Gaga. It was "How Bad Do You Want Me," Lady Gaga. How bad do you want me? But like this year, oh my god, I should definitely be Agatha Harkness this year for Halloween. And then maybe next year I could be Mother Gothel. Wait, we don't even know when it's coming out. I have seen people wanting like Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi to come back to play the king and Queen Ariana and King Frederick. And I will love Mandy Moore to come back, but Zachary Levi, I don't really want him. Another other things I've been seeing going around is like Elizabeth Olsen. That way we can get a reunion between Agatha or not between Catherine and Elizabeth. But I kinda want, like, a passing of the baton moment, like how there was in The Little Mermaid, where Jodie Benson gave, Halle Bailey? Halle Bailey, the Dingle Hopper, and that was kind of like her passing on the baton. And I kinda want Mandy Moore in this live action of Tangled, that way there could be, like, a passing of the baton moment from the original Rapunzel to Tegan Croft, who's gonna play the new Rapunzel. Um, yeah, so that's kind of like what I think about the Tangled casting so far. Um, Other Marvel news I wanted to talk about was the Oscars. We got Robert Downey Jr. and Chris Evans Oscars. And don't worry, I will get to the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. I just feel like there was a lot of Marvel content that happened in this past week that I kind of have to cover before getting into the trailer. It is coming. I promise it is coming. I'm even wearing my Spider-Man shirt. Like it is coming. But let's just show more kid-friendly photos. Um Iron Man meets Captain America, Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans reunite at Oscars for Avengers 14th anniversary. The fact that it's been 14 years since the first Avengers came out and we're about to get Avengers Doomsday this year. Oh my god, you guys. You guys. I am so ready for this. Me and my best friend, like we're a team, she's team Iron Man, I'm team Captain America. And so we were both freaking out when we saw RDJ and Chris Evans on stage together. Like there had been rumors that the Oscars was gonna be like a big Marvel reunion. And I loved how RDJ showed up in a green suit, kind of like foreshadowing him playing Doom. And then Chris Evans got Jay an anniversary gift that was the like an original script of Avengers that was signed by all the cast, as if Robert needs something like that. um, but yeah, 2012 was when the first Avengers came out, and then 2016 is when the fifth Avengers movie is gonna come out, which is crazy. Um, I can't really talk about what RDJ got for Chris because it's not like um appropriate. Wait, how old is Robert Downey Jr.? Robert Downey, just give me Robert Downey Jr. Like why are we Robert Downey Jr.? He's 60? He's 60. There's no way he's 60. Cuz I saw this and I was like, there's no way he's 60 and Chris is only 45. There's no way there's a 15-year age gap between them. But there is. That's crazy. And like other things that happened at the Oscars was MBJ, Michael B. Jordan, won his first Oscar for his um role in Sinners. He played twins, I believe. I have not seen Sinners. I'm not really interested in watching Sinners. I'm covering this because it's MBJ. And he played uh Eric Killmonger in Black Panther. And I feel like Chadwick Boseman was looking down, smiling, cheering on MBJ, cheering on MBJ and giving him the round of applause that he deserves after all these years. He was seen at In and Out. Is this normal for like celebrities after the Oscars to go to In and Out and just like hang out? Like, do security follow them? Or like are they just by themselves? Because I saw videos of MBJ there. He was just holding his Oscar and put it on the counter. And he was swarmed by people. And then I also saw Milo Manheim um at In and Out too. And it's like, are there no security? Like I just feel so concerned for their safety. And then another one more Marvel piece of news before we head to the trailer for A Brand New Day. Ryan Coogler, who was the director for Black Panther, also won an award not last night, a couple nights ago. He he's phenomenal. Yeah, so that's kind of like all the Marvel news that I can like think of that's happened leading up to the trailer. Now that we're up to the Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer, I'm not going to be watching the trailer with you guys. I'll be watching it on my computer, but I'll stop screen sharing. And when I want to like talk about like certain like pictures, I'll like screen share and like talk about those pictures. But we're not going to be watching it all together because I don't want to get copyrighted by Marvel. So I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to pull up the trailer. I'm gonna watch it with no sound because I have already seen it, but this is more so I just want to talk about certain aspects of the trailer with you guys. So give me a couple of seconds or like a minute or something, and I'll pull it up. Can we pause? Sorry. I don't want sound. Like, look at this. Look at my baby. Okay, I will say something, like, even though I just called him my baby, I am an Andrew girly through and through. I feel so bad he only got 2 movies. Out of the 3 Spider-Man, Andrew's my favorite. Tobey Spider-Man movies are the strongest out of the 3 the Spider-Man we have. Um, but I feel like Tom's is the most popular because it's in this age of social media, so there's more push for it. If you get what I'm saying. So like I said, Andrew's my favorite, but I can put that bias aside and say Toby's are the better movies. Tom's first 2 movies were kind of weak in comparison to like the 3rd movie he has. So I'm like really interested to see what this 4th movie and this new trilogy will bring to the table. So we see him like sitting and we see him like the first clip we have of this trailer, it's um we see him like he's like looking at his phone and we see him like taking a deep breath because a lot has happened. There's this 4-year time jump where at the end of No Way Home we see Tom, Zendaya, and Jacob. They're all heading to college, but after that it's a 4-year time jump essentially, and we're starting from ground zero. Ground zero, level zero, I don't know. I'm gonna pull up the next clip. Hold on. I'm just watching the trailer right now. I'm gonna pull up the next clip. Okay. Not the next clip, but like the next photo I want to share. It's a lot of back and forth. I'm sorry. I just don't want to get copyrighted. um So here, okay, so pay attention to this. Because this is his web fluid. That's what allows him to be Spider-Man. He has a heightened sense of a spider, but unlike Toby, both Andrew and Tom, Spider-Man cannot organically create their own web fluid. And so they have to make it in the lab. So that's why I'm like, pay attention to this because this will become important later in the trailer. We see Tom watching a video of MJ, not Tom. We see Peter or Spider-Man watching a video of MJ and Ned, and how he's seeing how happy their life is without them, but he's also kind of like jealous that he's not in their life, if that makes sense. Also, I'm sorry my lighting's so bad in my room. And then we get a close up of MJ. He puts his mask on, and then he falls back, and he's just falling from the sky. We get a shot of Tom's eyes, and then it flashes to the Marvel logo, and we see Tom looking at this note. And we see Tom sitting in this diner, and um we see Jacob walk by, we see Ned walk by, and Tom's like looking at this note, and then we cut to like a of Jacob walking by, and he's walking over to Zendaya, and we see Tom looking at them, and he's like, "Those are my friends, but they're not my friends." This trailer. There is one scene I want to play with audio. I don't know if I'm gonna actually. Oh no, I'll play the clip for you guys. I'm not gonna put audio in it, but I will play the clip for you guys. We see him washing his suit in the washing machine. Spider-Man receives the key to the city. And then we cut to, as we see Spider-Man getting the key to the city, we cut to MJ and Ned watching on the TV Spider-Man getting the key to the city. And I kind of see this as like MJ is still MJ. Like, look at that face. Look at Zendaya's face and tell me that's still not MJ. That still gives the attitude that MJ had in the first 3 movies. I bet you she's like, who does he think he is? Getting the key to the city when there's all this other stuff that happens and he does nothing for it. And then we see Ned, who's like kind of smiling, I would say. I also kind of want to say, referencing back to No Way Home and to Andrew and Tobey's Spider-Man movies, we see Harry Osborn go evil in both franchises. And he becomes Hobgoblin, I believe. And at the end of No Way Home, Ned was like, "Don't worry, I'll never become your enemy." Or like, "We'll always be friends." And it's like, now that Ned doesn't know who Spider-Man is, he doesn't know Peter Parker is behind the mask. Will Ned become evil? Like, will we finally get to see Tom's best friend turn against him? Because once again, this is its new trilogy, and the first trilogy was setting up Tom Spider-Man to become Peter and Spider-Man. Because we already have Toby and Andrew at ground zero, and in the first trilogy for Tom, we see him have this level up with Stark Industry, and he has all these sponsors, and he's not really by himself. But with Andrew and Toby, they're by themselves. They don't have anybody helping them build the suits. They're figuring this out by themselves. But he had RDJ. He had the Avengers backing him up. Like, he had Stark Industries and Happy and Aunt May, and he didn't start at level 0 like Andrew and Toby did. So it's going to be very interesting seeing Tom go from having everything to having nothing. We see him holding the key, aimlessly spinning it around. He jumps off a building and he Oh my god, okay, so this is the scene I wanted to show you guys. This is the scene I wanted to show you guys. This is literally the scene I wanted to show you guys. Bro, that's Frank Castle. That's Frank Castle. Oh my god. So let me let like some background on Frank Castle because he's new to the Spider-Man verse, or like I don't know if he's in the comics with Spider-Man, but he's new to the movie verse with Spider-Man. And I have me and my friend that's Team Tony and I'm Team Steve. We both love Frank. She loves him more than I do, but I still love him a lot. And when we heard that we were going to get John, who plays Frank, in Brand New Day and a special just for him this year, we freaked out. We literally freaked out. And the fact that here we're going to see Frank. So this is the first character crossover we've seen in the trailer so far. There is another character that does crossover, but we'll get there when we get there. This is just Frank introducing he's from the Daredevil universe. I should have mentioned that, but yeah. So like he's from the Daredevil universe. He had his own show called The Punisher. Both shows got axed by Netflix when Disney bought Fox. And now they're both back in the great world of 2026. Well, Daredevil came back in 2023, I want to say. Whenever She-Hulk came out. He was in Echo and then he had his own show come back. Frank was in the show last year and now we're getting at least two shows, at least two things with Frank this year. I have hopes he's going to be back in Born Again season 2, but my friend who is more obsessed with him than I am thinks he's not going to be back. So we'll see if he's coming back. But we will for sure get him in his own special and then obviously in Brand New Day. I'm going to finish playing this clip and then I will just go back to showing pictures until our second cameo comes in. He acts like the web is going to stop that from happening. So like we see that web that gets put on Frank's mouth like Frank gets his own level of PG warranting compared to like a movie. And so like in the shows, Frank is a bad mouth. Like he's this hot psycho man. And he belongs with Karen. He belongs with Karen. Matt belongs with Claire. I don't like this therapist he's with. And I know Claire is married to Luke Cage, but that doesn't stop me from wanting Claire to be back with Daredevil, and then Karen belongs with Frank. Like, why are we getting Matt and Karen back together in the great year of 2026? Like, that is so 2016. Don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. So the spider web, like I was saying, the spider web we see on Frank's mouth. No, none of the movies except for Guardians 3 and Deadpool and Wolverine have like bad words in it. And so Spider-Man puts the web on Frank's mouth so he wouldn't say a bad word. Because like I said, the Punisher rating is different from the movie ratings. And so like, yeah, they just gotta keep it a little more PG. All right, I'm gonna watch this next bit by myself. Oh my god, bro! I should have just kept sharing. I'm so sorry. I'm literally so sorry, you guys. All right. So this is MJ's new boyfriend. She has a boyfriend. We were all expecting Tom Spider-Man to have a new girlfriend, but MJ has a boyfriend. What? What do you mean MJ has a boyfriend? Cause Spider-Man's most famous girlfriends are MJ and are Gwen Stacy. And I was kind of expecting Gwen Stacy to appear somewhere in these next 3 movies Tom has. But it's like, why are we getting MJ with a new boyfriend? That's my question. Also, he's not even hot. Like, what are we doing? And then just like a quick glance, I'm going to show you guys what Tom looks like. This is what he looks like after seeing MJ with her new boyfriend. Stop sharing. All right. We see a clip of Spider-Man looking all disoriented, and then he passes out. He wakes up in, this is another interesting clip. He wakes up in spider webs. And I have been seeing a lot of discourse on this on social media saying how a spider has 3 life cycles. I don't remember but I don't, what are the Spider-Man 3 life cycles? Or spider life cycles? Spider 3 cycles. No. Shedding skin. Shedding skin is one of them. Um I don't remember. Oh my god. But one of them is shedding skin. And he says essentially shedding skin because um he had this old life he was in, and now he's in this new life where he can create webs on his own now. He is the spider DNA that's been in his skin since he was 16, 15, whatever, is now like evolving in him and is mutating, and he's able to create his own webs. Um what are the Sorry, I'm watching a video. Hold on, I'm like really gonna try and find where I saw this. Cause like I've watched like a lot of reactions this morning, and I'm just trying to figure out where exactly I saw it. Okay, so his body could be mutating, which is dangerous. The bite is still working, life or death situation, or he's shedding. The bite is still working, life or death situation, and shedding. Um, I think the bite is still working. I also think it's a life or death situation because he's in quite literally a different spot of his life than he was when he first became Spider-Man. And then shedding, nobody knows who he is anymore. Well, once again, this is organic webbing. And so it proves that the spider venom is still active in him. And then we see him not able to shoot webs. He dangles from a building. And then we see someone taking scans of his body. Like, who could this possibly be that's scanning his body and like taking measurement, like superior strength, ability, ability or agility? Agility, maybe. Senses, and then perception. And then, okay, so this is the next clip I wanted to show you guys that I wanted to screen share for. Hold on. We see Bruce Banner's back. He's back as Bruce Banner and not just he's back as Bruce Banner, not as the Dr. Banner. When have we have seen Banner back. He was in the first episode of She-Hulk. Because he had his sling on that he got after he did the snap. Because other than that, we've only seen Dr. Banner. Like, we saw Dr. Banner. Dr. Banner? Is that what he calls himself? The Banner and Hulk combined. Because we saw Banner and Hulk combined in Endgame. And then we saw them combined in She-Hulk. But we haven't seen Banner as Banner for longer than like a couple minutes. So I'm very excited to see Banner as Banner again. And then this is kind of giving Iron Man vibes. Like, literally, look at the way Tom's built. Tell me this does not give RDJ muscle vibes. Like, since a win. That's not RDJ. Like, if you get that reference, I love you. And then we see him as Aunt May's. My question is, this must have been right before the time jump happened. Is it true? Unless the time jump's not actually happening, is there a time jump in Brand New Day? Because, like, my question is, oh no, I guess this is fine. Because after, no. Because Infinity War came out in 2018. So 5 years from 2018 would have been 2023. And Far From Home and No Way Home take place after Endgame. So after the 5-year jump. So that means Aunt May could have died in 2024. Okay. But yeah, this is Peter visiting her grave. Hi to the person watching. This is Peter visiting his grave or her grave. I'm curious to know, like, if Happy will show up in this movie, because he also loved Aunt May. Like, they were actually together for a time in No Way Home. Um, yeah. He kisses his hand and then he kisses the grave. We get an action scene of Spider-Man and he finds this old lady. It does she have significance to him? Um, and then people are speculating that this is Sadie Sink's character. People are still thinking like, oh, she's playing Gray. I forgot the other character possibility for her, but people think this is her as Jean Grey. I don't think they would introduce her as Jean Grey until like after Doomsday comes out. Like I feel like there's going to be no more Fox characters introduced until Doomsday or after. So I feel like this is not who we think it is. It probably is Sadie, but I can't say anything further than that. Hi to the two people watching. Um, we get another shot of Frank walking by. Is that Frank? That's not Frank. I'm like, oh, is that Frank? Like it looks like Frank, but I don't think that's Frank. There's no way they would show him in the trailer twice at different points. But like that kind of looks like Frank. I am gonna play it a little bit because it kind of leads into this scene. We're getting an intimate moment between MJ and Spider-Man. I am so excited. So excited. Like I know. The second I'm in that theater watching Brand New Day, I'm gonna be sobbing. Like I know I was lagging, so that's why I took a little pause. I know when I'm gonna be in the theater watching Brand New Day, I'm gonna be wearing my Spider-Man shirt. I will be wearing this when I go watch Brand New Day. I will be sobbing. I will be. Be doing all the emotions. I can't wait to watch MJ and Peter or Spider-Man have scenes together in the movie. I'm so excited, but I'm also gonna be so sad because what do you mean they're not together anymore? What do you mean they're not together anymore? Like that just makes me sad. We see more clips of him on the tank and um he's swinging, carrying somebody. There's all these vigilantes. We see another shot of his eyes. They're darker than the first one we saw. Um we see this like final epic shot of him getting ready to fight other people and then we get this final scene between MJ, Ned, and Peter. Once again be showing you guys the clip but with no audio just because I don't want to get copyrighted. But yeah, I'm so excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to end the video. I know I said my next video would be Tangle related, but I just had to do a quick roundup of all the Marvel news that happened and react to the trailer because I have not reacted to a trailer in years. And it feels so wrong not having any reactions to a trailer. So I figured that would be like a fun little video to do. Yeah. So with that being said, I really hope my next video will be a Tangled video. We'll see. I still haven't watched the movie. Well, I have seen the movie, but like I haven't watched it for the sake of talking about it and comparing it to the show. So like that will be coming when I don't know. If you like this type of content, I have reactions to trailers for like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, Loki, way back in 2021. I also have a trailer roundup to Disenchanted, the Santa Claus TV show, and other stuff. So like I do have other reactions to movie trailers on here and TV shows. If you want to watch those, I suggest going to find them. So like I said, if you like this type of content, make sure you smash that subscribe button. If you like this channel, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see future content on this channel, let me know down in the comments below. I did see a question about um a move I was gonna do or like I wanted to do. I will answer that. I'm just gonna wait to do another Q&A episode until a little later. Bye.